This is episode 11 of How to Do Monstrous Voices with the Beginner DM. Today, we're going to do something a little bit simpler than the ones we've been doing before, and that is a ghost. The ghost is, we're going to sort of piggyback off of the ghoul video. We're going to do an inward voice, and we're going to cover this in 3 steps. When all is said and done, it's going to sound a bit like this. So, ghosts are, if you want to make a really creepy one, the way I picture a ghost is that ghosts are sort of creatures that are very unpredictable. They're so stuck in the world, some kind of tragedy or something befell them or some kind of past regret, and they're very sad or very, they can be very evil, very sad, a very kind of wide range of generally negative emotions. So you never really know what you're going to get when you encounter a ghost, and the scary part about it is that uncertainty. Ghosts are actually really tough for their level because they can possess players. So if you're doing like a ghost, you can possibly do this for a banshee as well. Something to keep in mind is to keep the players on their toes. You want to keep them uncertain, and you just want to kind of have this atmosphere. I usually use ghosts as sort of background imagery. After there's a battle, your players come upon a blackened, scorched battlefield, and there is a ghost wandering through that the player has to encounter in some way. And they're unsure of that creature's intentions, and it follows them, just moans, sobbing and moaning all the way. So get yourself to a comfortable recording place and get ready to make really weird noises. Step 1, breathing inward. This is the base of the voice, so just go ahead and talk normally and then try to form sentences while breathing in. Forming sentences while breathing in. Forming sentences while breathing in. Forming sentences while breathing in. Once you get the hang of that, we're going to move on to step 2. Step 2 is going to be to constrict your vocal cords. Forming sentences while breathing in. Forming sentences while breathing in. That's a bit harder to do because when you kind of clench your throat while breathing in, a lot of mucus and stuff kind of goes back into your lungs, but when you go high pitch, it gets a little bit easier. So, step 1, forming sentences while breathing in. Step 2, forming sentences while breathing in. One more time, forming sentences while breathing in. And then, step 3, heighten the pitch. So you want to go and talk in a higher voice, and then inward, higher voice, and then when you put it all together, constricting your throat, constricting your vocal cords, high pitch, breathing in. Practice making that sound a little bit. And then what you want to do is slow it down. Don't pull in just as much air and kind of make a sobbing with it. And once you get the hang of it, it's not too taxing to do, as doing higher pitch backwards breathing is a lot easier than doing lower pitch. But that's a fun character to kind of pull out of your pocket. I use ghosts a lot in my campaigns, at the aftermath of battles. If there's been like an abandoned house the player finds, and what happened there? The ghost has a clue, but the ghost can't really communicate with them well. Or like an abandoned house the players stumble upon. There's just a ghost sweeping the floor, watching them with its cold, dead eyes. And you never really know what it's thinking. And that's the scary thing about ghosts. They're held down by past regrets. So when you make a ghost, think of making those sobbing, just moaning sounds. And that's all there is to it. Have fun, bring that to your table, and scare your players. Happy voice acting.